So when you high blood pressure and I say obo ho ban e free sa yare we ya and the video we ebeboa pa. The same thing. Ebi a wo de unya hypertension and I say high blood pressure wo de unya bi. But yes still now say obo ho ban because what to say amount for air can wasn't be brain hypertension, high blood pressure amount for the brain na air suffer ebu won pa ye need 2 medications so for the rest of his or her life. Now me sure say be a person will go through that kind of treatment and I say person will go through those things or the person will stay good without being on any medication. Then this video be a very important amount because you better share enema obi enya hypertension. Now ya share how you bet me see ano kwantino video way but more than I say better question here and I feel so me show there is one thing I want from you. Just share this video. Now afon sanka na omede omunsua de. Now first of all you can say hypertension and I say high blood pressure then a patch. The patch say the rate at which say wakoma no eye adwuma no say eye adwuma faster. On say normally we check BP you see it was say 120 that is systolic and then 80 diastolic. Sometimes eno company e differ because say obi wo be say 50 and 60 years you don't expect that person to get that 120 over 180. So definitely a because kakra. Say obe say 130 over maybe 80 and that's 80 something and share that bad based on some research, even some say even 140 crampono with certain age, and idea a bad but all the same, I was always say or come on at the dean like a year juma normal because obi one ma readings show normal. But yesterday, I commanded the upon 10 pounds. So I have a cancer to say, a very important say, one ube tie ni peduano. So I say, Manipeduan Cassanchero say, the air course on mempe, and the air course on a hour made me go through. Say the beya also ready, ube how to what? Go by it. Pachatia say, so that is hypertension. Now, yen share a coin bear son your fire bit me, asano, and a bit made a preventing, and I say, I'm managing. Obi one minute, I bear chronic to the extent say, the person needs to manage it. But yen share niyama, you bet me, are based on, and I say, afaso, na yet me are preventing a how na your friend high blood pressure. It's very important. Now the dika idea friend dash, that is, dietary approach to stop hypertension. I was so sure did you on say, I'm a cancer be say you are what you eat. The udino ana ebechira wuni pa obeye. So who did ya, obeye kama na say ube live healthy. But say one did ye who did basa bibia na wudi like wudi ye basa kai hu say yare especially hypertension and already and which one pediano. So to say vegetables, to say fruits, small protein like moderate protein. These are the things I was say 30. But who one man who say full of processed food and I say canned food. Me na niema eya e was say hwe because say one fashion say one the right nnuane also would dia a bit me raise high blood pressure no. So yen hwe yen approach what dietary to stop what this hypertension yen did right fruit and vegetables. These are very important and healthy fat you be do one. Second one then reduce sodium, that is what Na plus intake. Like the sodium we say salt, okay? Like I said about salt. Also reduce sodium intake. Nipe be an adult 1,500 milligram of what? Sodium and I also consuming. But we one man, the consumption of sodium is more than 1,500 milligram. Based on what? American Heart Association. So what I say? American Heart Association. So obedi sodium it has to be within this range. Situation whereby say would the engineer the offer kwa would dinner by heart. Eno enye. Now I am man forecasting say oh enchine mo bombo. Metro I didn't say enchine would enchine bebra. The bit mama was problem. I'll get there. Now before then no. On say you were processed salt or me e kamen ko anka ubetime use the natural one now a year straight from the sea and then me say I consume that one and who be my patients the clients obi bia I talk to biano I advise them to use what to consume the hard one the crystal one so that is sodium for you. So make sure say you reduce sodium intake. Now the next one increase potassium intake. I had me say reduce sodium But how do you say they increase potassium? Adentia. Oh, say sodium, okay, sodium, any potassium, they move together. Sadie, you know, there are a lot of what? There are a lot of, potassium in what? In your cells, okay? Let's say this is the cells, okay? And this is your bloodstream, okay? There are a lot of what? Sodium in your blood, okay? Sodium into the brain, and there are a lot of what? Potassium, cells. So anytime Diana, we have a lot of sodium, I will say, potassium, so the echo. And they say, low potassium, can you say, one show ya, any hypertension, because a lot of sodium can do what? Can raise, your blood volume. Because sodium, sodium and what? And water. These two things can what? Increase your blood volume, okay? They increase your blood volume. And I say they can raise your blood pressure. So that's why in here, you see, increase your potassium. So where do we get potassium? Potassium. You will get it from where? Banana, okay? So that's banana. Orange, you get potassium. Avocado, that is pear. Avocado, you can get what? Potassium. Spinach, potassium is there. Then also leafy green, vegetables also contain potassium. Then fish, potassium. So these are the areas we can get what? Potassium. It's very important. So we need to take this very seriously, because if you want to protect or reduce hypertension, then you have to make sure that you increase your potassium intake and rather reduce what? Sodium intake. Because these two things, they move together. Situation whereby you have a lot of sodium. Situation whereby say, so many sodium, but low potassium, no. It can what? It can increase your what? Hypertension, or it can raise your blood pressure. Now, number 3, exercise regularly. Also, this kind of aerobic, exercise, Sometimes jogging what you say, jogging you can skip. So what you say, dance, all these things are some of the exercises that support heart. So, men to men can say be pressure, show the be the horse out to one side there be also one kakra. Now walking is very important for the heart. Also, you can dance, you can put on some music. Why they know what's kakra, just be dancing. All these things support the heart. A black man, so let's take that one very serious, because aerobic exercise is very important. And sometimes you can even cup your hand and then be beating your this area. Okay. I know there's a offer, I'm not sure how to do it. And there are some kind of exercise you can do to what? To protect the heart. And also you need to and also so frame here. Now for Yenshe, weight management. Weight management. This is very important. Weight management is one of the steps which me follow which me reduce pressure. Weight management, it's one thing that we can follow or we can do to do what? To reduce our blood pressure. It's very important. Why? Because anytime of course it puts some pressure on the body. Okay, and there are so many things you can do around this area. You call something fasting. Okay, you can do fasting. Fasting is the best way to reduce weight. Best way. Of course, we can talk of products. It can draw one same a draw a boy benefit a do this, but penny any fasting. All these treatments like nutritions, whatever. I'm on diet and all those things. The best thing to reduce weight is fasting. So you have to add fasting to your what? To your daily activities. So what I say, also round up, you can fast. You can do what we call intermittent fasting. Okay, intermittent fasting. Maybe also round up all those things, pressure echo form. So because so fast here, body produce insulin, because all fasting now you are not taking in anything like carbohydrates, no carbohydrates. So there's not going to be anything like insulin, to work on that carbohydrates. So therefore, the body will tap into the fats. So what I say, fat now, then we will get free fatty acid, and then we can get what we call ketones, and that ketones can be used to release what? To release energy instead of what? Glucose. So fasting is very important. One of the things a breaky fat pa. Don't play with fasting. Just try and do it. If you don't know how to go by it, just call me. I will just take you through the steps. Now, if you know, limit or avoid alcohol. I will say, reduce alcohol. You have to reduce alcohol because alcohol is one of the things a bit me raise your blood pressure. Even smoking, so you are there, a bit me cause high blood pressure. So no. Now, if you reduce stress, I will say we reduce stress. We will be without thinking, like so many stressor. One how I and a hack man so. In what way? So what stress here? You release what we call norepinephrine, and that's epinephrine or adrenaline. So when these chemicals and also cortisol, when these chemicals are released, so a release here, one thing is a stimulate akumano, your Friday be SA node, and then a fire, electric charges, that action potentials, and the fire sanimano. In the one our best stress, body release that chemicals and body, cortisol, adrenaline, and I say epinephrine, those things, and release those chemicals. Now, a stimulate pacemaker, natural pacemaker, now a produce, electric charges now a power akumano. A stimulate now a mad a produce more energy, and I say sorry, more electric powers, and I say more action potentials. Until a releasing a mark money born 10. Until one say some of these medications and so far, your father beta blockers, and I say calcium blockers. Nini na ene maybe a blockade said be sa stress hormones and also those things eating the act on sa SA node no. So say stress we reduce now meaning say your body release a lot of this idea friend cortisol ne sa adrenaline ne sa norepinephrine release bebre money stimulate money overbeat. So let's work on this thing. I'm very much concerned about this stress. Because most people are more hypertension because of this stress. So the moment you reduce it, you cut down, and I say you bring the pressure down. So let's work on this, stress. Then get enough sleep. Of course, sleeping is one of the treatment for any kind of condition. We will be able to meet the year. Can say, you are reducing some of these diseases. So what I say, you are preventing some of these diseases. I mean the chronic ones. Into here. So what say pressure echo for man can who so bit near day because none is very, very important. And try to sleep at least 6, 7, 8 hours a day. So that the heart can get its normal beats. And I say bit me a relaxing a body piano. So guys, these are advice I meet me amount as far as hypertension, I say high blood pressure, air concern. These are advice you can go with so that you try to manage your hypertension. Now let's look at some natural remedies. I protect yourself from these, hypertension. Number one, tea, green tea to record something lipid care tea you can see on the screen. So lipid care tea way very good. Blood idea for sunny. Yeah, even cooling tea, very good. You need green tea. When you be a bit my blood flow ye. And I feel even garlic oil. Studies actually say garlic oil very good in terms of what some of these cholesterol those things. So garlic oil and also very good. A bit me up one eye. I read some of these fats and cholesterol. So the bit may improve blood circulation. Now ama hypertension a low amount. And I feel fish oil, omega-3 fatty acid, and so very good for protecting yourself from this hypertension. And I say protecting the heart, So the overworking into try so omega-3. And I say fish oil, what you can see on the screen. Fish oil, very good. A mark money, normal, a mark money normal, a money pediano. Now there are other products I know so very good. A mark money very strong. So the bit me again the juma. I will say in general and I say in a nutshell wakoma idea any cause of the grow. You have to protect the heart. Whatever thing you can do to protect it, just protect it natural way. We need to do whatever thing we can to protect the body naturally because these are the ways you bit me my organs what they need, the nutrient they need, whatever thing they need, they will get it from this natural remedy. So let's go natural. You find natural here and treat yourself. Then what the whole body. So minimum These are nneɛma a yɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi abɔ yɛn ho ban afiri hypertension. If you have any question, my number is 0545 813810. 0545 813810. You can just call me. Let's have one-on-one conversation. Your health is my concern. Bye for now.